Our big breaking news stories from early this morning. Terribly sad weekend on our country's roads. 6 people have been killed, 60 others injured in a bus crash near the N3 de Hoek toll plaza. Details from early this morning still very sketchy, but let's get you onto the scene now and go over to Nqobile Madlala. Our reporter has just arrived at the scene a few minutes ago. Hello to you, Nqobile. What are you able to tell us at the moment?
Well, of course, we've just arrived in the scene of that tragic accident. Just want to show you, you can see now they're trying to tow out the truck that had fallen over into this part of the road. Now, we understand that the bus hit an embankment and fell over. And I mean, for now, what we know is that, of course, those 60 people were injured. But the scene is still very much fresh, even though this incident, we understand that it had happened just after 5 a.m. in the morning. We've seen that there's still some of the bodies that are still on the scene currently. So those people that had unfortunately perished in the accident. But I want to bring in Bab Masinge, who has been here since the morning. Bab Masinge, a very tragic accident happening here indeed. Tell us a bit about what happened.
Thank you very much. I'm Clement Masinge, Chief Fire Officer, Lesedi Fire and Rescue. We received a call for a bus accident just after 5 o'clock this morning on the N3 direction Johannesburg. The bus was coming from Umtata going towards Johannesburg. Upon arrival, we find that it was a multidisciplinary casualties where 10 bodies were identified on this particular scene. Some patients were critically wounded, where 2 were airlifted by the choppers, and we had about 68 in total, including the deceased, which were accounted for on this particular scene. Out of the 68, there were other patients which were transported by both the private and public ambulances to different hospitals within Gauteng, Mpumalanga, as well as the Free State. Some of them in critical conditions. As we speak, the scene itself is a crime scene. It has been handed over to our colleagues, the South African Police Service. Thank you.
And Mama Singer, you're talking about 2 patients being airlifted. Could you give us more details on that?
The 2 patients we're talking about, a 28-year-old female in critical condition, airlifted to Charlotte Matseke Hospital, and the other patient as well to Armed Kathrada Hospital, which include a 3-year-old patient. And there is a toddler as well amongst the patients that were transported by different ambulance services to different hospitals within the 3 provinces that I've mentioned.
And I mean, we understand that it's something that you have the accident has just been discovered, but do you have any idea what could have caused it?
The cause of this incident, as I indicated, is under investigation. Our police officers are also here, different disciplines, to look into that as to what might have caused the incident to happen on this particular incident. As I said earlier on, it is on the N3 and the R23 direction Johannesburg.
And have you had a chance to maybe contact the families of the people that have been involved in an accident? And if you can give us the total number of people that were in a bus as well.
Unfortunately, we don't want to go into that. As what we know is that the bus was traveling from Umtata with 53 people in that particular bus, whereas the bus was certified to carry 51 passengers. Along the way, they met up with another bus that was coming from Devon, which had a breakdown at Montrose. And the 14 passengers from Montrose jumped onto the bus coming from Umtata. So all in all, we can tell or safely say this particular bus was overloaded at the time of the accident.
All right.
It looks like we lost that signal through to Nqobile Madlala at just the right moment. She was just about to say goodbye to EMS, which are on the ground at the scene for us. 6 people having lost their lives, 60 people injured. We've been reporting of helicopters, medical helicopters flying in to take those who are critically injured away from that bus that seemed to have rolled off that bridge after hitting a barricade, a centre barricade, if I understood correctly, landing on its roof off the side of that bridge over the N3 highway. We'll go back there again a little bit later, trying